Alrighty fam, welcome back to another video. So today I kind of wanted to go through some basics, right? Just kind of like what I do every day in the game, how I go about it, what I find the most optimal, and yeah, just kind of give you guys an idea of what I do and how I try and optimize everything I've got and what I do every day. So first off, the only thing I've done so far today is sign in, right? I've got my, sign in. I've logged on and I've got my 20 gems. As you can see, still got all my dailies to do and everything, and all this stuff over here to do as well. So I need to get this done pretty quickly because dailies reset in about an hour from when I'm recording this video. But hey, let's get into it. So first things first, for anyone who knows me, I'm a bit of an OCD. I need to have everything clear and everything sorted. No blue ticks, no orange ticks as much as I can help it, all that kind of good stuff, right? So first thing I do is always grab my stuff from Hawk, and then I come over and grab my Vanya Ale. It's just kind of on the... I try and do everything in a very logical kind of process step. So then once I finish that, I come grab this. This is always the order I kind of do my dailies. It's a bit of a double up on voice and stuff there. This is like the order I do my dailies in, just because I find it's the most logical for me and it makes the most sense and it covers everything. So I always make sure I grab my Vanya Ales. Those are always really helpful for leveling up affinities. Always grab Hawk because I can't have the little explanation point. Cook my daily food just because it's there. Then I'll always check into the Knighthood, and I'll always go to my Knighthood, because what I'll do most often, if anyone in the comments knows how to get rid of this orange manage tick as well, that'd be great because I have no idea what it's for. I always do some donating here, so I always donate full 100 of like the basic demons, just because, and then I'll come to the shop and just make sure I've bought all of the SSR pendants and all of the SA coins. I've got plenty for next week as well, where I'll grab them again. So that's always what I make sure I've done by the end of the week. And then from there, I will... Yeah, so if anyone knows how to get rid of this manage explanation point, I don't actually know how to get rid of it. There's no way of doing it. But anyway, next thing what I'll do is I'll actually send all my friend coins. So those friend coins will help you buy stuff in the shop, right? So then I'll always come here and grab everything that's in the mailbox. Like I said, you don't have to do it in this order. This is just me showing you how I go about mine. So now this puts me at 3,700. Then I'll come to the shop. I'll get rid of my equipment drawer. Again, I am a stickler, bit of OCD, so I've got to clear everything that's got the orange tick. So I'll do my quick draw of this. I'll come back and then I will jump into the coin shop and I'll come down, I'll grab my free SSR chest, I'll grab some auto clear tickets. I find auto clear tickets super helpful, and I always go through so many, so for 1 gold coin it's really helpful for me to do. Then I'll come down here and honestly usually I'll get Sarah Spire coin, Sarah Spire, what is it? Event key dungeon bundles, whatever the hell you call them. I usually grab those because I find them to be super valuable. Then I'll come to my inventory and I'll quickly sell off anything in here. I'll do it again later, but I just mainly reason to come here so I can activate that key. And then next thing I'll do is I'll do the Fort Solgres, right? So that's obviously the reason why. So at the moment, as you can see, I've got 8. I'll make sure all of these are done as part of my Fort Solgres run. So as you can see, I've got 100% on all of them. If I didn't, I would be doing those. Stop the auto clear with the food, and then I'll run an auto clear just to clear this out. See my attempt at making a half fairies team for next week. But anyway, then I will clear all of the Sarah Spire keys I've got, because they'll always regen enough for tomorrow, I've found. Now, if I was on my iPad, which is where else I play the game on, I will often do all the ads and stuff that come after finishing this, right? So I'll always jump in and do the ads as well. They're actually really quite helpful. You quite often end up with diamonds and gems and stuff like gems and diamonds and stuff as well. Then I'll probably come and do my free stage for the mission. Now obviously sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 1. It all varies and is all independent, all in between. Do this, clear that bad boy away, and then as you can see, I try and just get them done as quickly as possible. Next thing I'll do the wall clear, and then after this, depending on kind of where I'm feeling, I always leave one of these for myself, just because when you it takes a while to recharge, and you always need one for your dailies. So I'll always leave one just in case, because it's like 10 hours to recharge or something like that. So now what I'm going to do is I always have this one unit that I'm working on in terms of gear. Like that's always the unit that needs the gear. At the moment it's this melee. So as you can see, I'm working towards the next set of full 5-star stuff. So this needs, because I saw in the dailies that I needed the double investment or the multiple awakenings, right? So I make sure I always do that. So far we're 5 minutes in and we've smashed through majority of our dailies. Next thing I'll do is I'll run to PvP. And this is actually where I usually forget / remember to take a quick pause once we load in properly. There we go. And hit my patrols. So always complete all those patrols. And then set them all again. And then if I'm at 100%, I will claim my reward. I pretty much always claim enhanced stones. I just feel like they're the best bang for your buck in the patrols realm. Again, you can do something different. This is just how I do it and what I run through. Now, I pretty much always do ungeared up until the point where I'm at 60 at champ 1. Then I just leave it alone. Not really fussed beyond that. I don't really care about challenge or anything on that. So today we'll do one of these. Sometimes I do all 5 PvP matches. Oh, that looks wrong. It's because we've got attack crit on those people. As the CC looked off. So I will, probably most of the time do all 5 PvP matches, depending on. I was just doing. I did Hero Arena the other day, so that's why all this gear is like this. So yeah, I will most often do all 5 PvP matches up until I'm at. That's fine. I'm not too fussed by that. Up until I'm at champ 1. I have gotten to Challenger on geared before, but like it's not really worth it. Like I suppose Challenger on geared's not too bad because you get more Fight Festival coins and stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of just get to champ 1 on both, and then that's just kind of it. I'm not really fussed beyond that point. Now, this is going to take we're going to take a slight detour here to try and kill this PvP. Now I think this is a bot. So I'm confident I can actually. Wow, that did 0 damage. I don't know. Let's see if we can kill here. So usually I can. Not even close. Okay, so it's quite a tanky goddess team as always. So they're going to cleanse, but we'll see what we can do. So my dailies. I don't know about you guys. My dailies usually take me half an hour, maybe in total, if I'm like mucking around and stuff like that. It obviously depends on like what there is to do in the game at that time. Straight for king. Okay. So yeah, it really does depend on what's going on in the game at the time. I think I will. Let's do this. So yeah, I'll either it depends on. Hurts so much. And then we rank up and get all creation here? No. Okay, so far off. So the goddess team is super tanky. So this is probably the one team that I find isn't as effective. Is it more effective against this Sen's team? But like I said, I can get to champ 1 with this team, and it's semi-easy to do. You're gonna go after. Oh, this should probably kill king maybe. Yeah, that's okay. So now I get all creation plus ult. So it's quite clearly a bot, because otherwise, we would be in a better spot. I'm just going to do that, and that, I guess. I don't know. I'm hoping this just wipes. Wait, did I just stuff myself up? Oh my god, I got rid of my all creation. I'm an idiot. Okay. And I've just given Liz ult? Okay, I'm not paying attention because I'm explaining to you what I'm doing. And there's the potential cleanse as well. Oh well. If I lose here, I lose here. So usually my PvP matches run quicker than this. Goddess teams always take forever to kill. He's doing no damage. This will hurt though. This will hurt, I think. Yeah. But I don't think they kill melee here. Oh, maybe they do. They do not. Perfect. And then I should get the rank up. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So I'm going to do that. I don't know. Yeah, so if I've got time, I'll do all 5. If I just... Oh, they're so danky, man. Surely Tristan... Yeah, I say. Good. Should have at least killed one of them. Yeah, so depending on how long it takes, how much time I have to do. I know I've said this about 1,000,000 times, but it's because I can't concentrate on 2 things at once, because I'm also doing PvP at the moment. Oh, she almost tanked that. That was almost good. That was almost good. Maybe it is a, maybe it isn't a bot. Let's just do that. Whatever. I think we lose this, just probably purely from how I've played this. Sometimes I'll just forfeit because I can't be bothered finishing this off, to be honest. It's kind of... I think we just cleanse both of these debuffs, get all creation, rank up, and kill, I think. Unless this is like a high ult. Yeah, okay, good. Fine, whatever. And this is the other thing as well, like I'm not really fussed when it gets to the geared version of PvP, because it's the rewards kind of suck. Like I'm still in Champ 1, I'm not really fussed about it. Like I said, if I'm pushing for Champ 1 on ungeared, I'll use up all of my PvP. But for now, that's plenty. And for the sake of the video, that's more than enough. I probably could have cut that part out. But we're here. I'll show you guys the full run. So here, I pretty much always just pick on what I think is lower CC. I always have 1 to deal with ult rush. And then I just swap these other 2 around depending on how I feel. If I think it's smart, usually... Oh... Sometimes I lose, sometimes I don't. Like, I think Brawl is universally like the most hated game mode, I think. Now let's see if we can... No, they're too tanky. That's fine. So I'll pretty much, because I have OCD, most people probably won't even do Brawl, I would guess, or maybe collect the reward and then get out. I will push until I get the chest. So I will keep going until I use up all 5, or until I get the chest. So here we're going to do this. We're going to have ult rush on this one because Halloween Eastern cancels ult rush. So, and then my tier with Ragnarok team stops the Ragnarok, the ult push. This team's just too tanky. Just yeet ults into it, doesn't matter. What? So yes, I could probably change this team around. I could probably do like you could run a Melascula team there, and everything's starting to get higher in CC. I don't really love this. I also don't pay as much attention to this as I should, in the sense that, yeah, that'll work. I don't update the teams as regularly. Like, as you can see, my ult rush team is Trader Melee and the 1 ultimate. I kind of don't mind having Trader Melee there just because he's good for like stance cancelling and buff cancelling. So he actually works really well if there's like a Melascula team that you're trying to fight. Because it's good. Okay. So it's 1 out of 3 victories. It's the Melascula team because he cancels buffs and stances. So he gets rid of the revive buff, which is really helpful. So we basically need 2 wins here. So we'll see if we can get them out of 2 matches. Like I said, I run through all of this, then I will grab my Brawl reward, and then I'll check the Brawl shop. So look, you're probably, I don't know if you guys probably aren't as like, ooh, lost, damn, it's okay. Aren't as detailed as I am when it comes to my dailies, but I think this is just, again, partly my OCD and partly me just wanting to make sure I tick off everything as possible. I can't really call myself a free-to-play player anymore, but we'll do it this way. Because of, you know, Netmarble being very gracious and giving me some gems, but in everything else I am. So this is kind of the way that I find you maximize your resources, is just by making sure you do everything you can every single day. I still have to do a little bit of dog farming because I think from what I lose, whatever. It looks like, from what I've seen, the new Glock's relic is actually a dog's relic, which is very interesting. I was quite surprised when they did that. I don't know whether it's because they think it's not worth being a snake relic or whether they're trying to mix it up a little bit again. Yeah, whatever it is, it's... oh, there you go. Some out of Brawl tickets. We're done. So we'll grab that. Usually I can keep it under 1,000. If you guys are looking at this and saying, you know, why has he got such a high Brawl ranking for his CC? It's purely because I am in... Asia. So I'm on the Asia server. So I'll always push for these, get all the diamonds, I'll always do the stuff I want the most first. So for example, I always want like cosmetics and, you know, all this stuff. But I'll end up doing as much as I can until it goes through the reset, and then I'll hit the reset, right? So far we've worked our way through all of that stuff. Obviously, usually what I do is I actually will run one set of each of these. So I will do the Hell ones where it's Belmoth and OG Demon, and then I'll actually do one set of like the normal ones as well, just to try and keep up with those normal ones, because obviously you do still need them for leveling up, and you do still need them, and I still use 100 of them every day most of the time in that Knighthood shop that we did earlier, right? So I've got a friend that always has a rank up, which is great, so shout out to Hawk and Tay. You've got a little rank up there, which is nice, which I always steal. Make sure my team's got the right gear. Most of the time I don't have food, but I always have a quick look. Sometimes I'll proc attack food just to make the runs a little bit easier when you're doing it with an AI. But generally speaking, this is pretty straightforward, at least the Belmoth one. The Hell OG Demon can get a bit sticky, as you guys might see, just because of the way that the AI sometimes stuffs me up. So we'll see, but we'll finish this off. We're at the point now where these are quite easy for most players, if you've been playing the game for a while, right? So if you haven't, you know, it's not a problem, it's no sweat if you can't do this already. But this is usually the team, so it gets cleansed, I hit a rank up, and then I'll usually just do this. So my goal for the final phase is to push, basically push Lizalt and then have a level 3 Power Strike card, and that usually finishes off phase 3 for me quite nicely. I might have actually wasted that Detonate card. Yeah, because my Liz is quite strong. Well, quite strong. She's just invested in and has a Holy Relic like everyone, like most people have got, right? It's quite nice that a Holy Relic was dear, because it makes life a little bit easier. So here all I do is I just basically just throw away these cards. I'm hoping that all of this should be enough from the old AI, from Hawk. Maybe not. We'll see. Should be. It should be. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, cool. So that's always the slightly precarious part. But now we're more than fine. I think my Run Hill does like 800k damage on this final part, right? So obviously doing these every day is super important for leveling up units. As someone who doesn't play the game as much, maybe you want to try and maximize as much of the resources as you can, while also being aware of your auto-clear tickets, right? So that's why I always grab the auto-clear tickets. I find this super valuable, and they just help you get through some boring stuff a lot quicker. One thing I did forget to mention, when I'm in Fort Solgres, if I do have any like time limit dungeon keys and stuff like that, I will obviously do those, but usually at the end of all my dailies and stuff like that, just because there's no real limit on those or no time crunch on those. So that's always what I do, but at the end, which I'll probably explain when I get to the end of the dailies. But I think after this is pretty much all the dailies done, right? Yeah, that's 11 out of 11. So we'll finish off the last part of, we'll finish off the OG Demon, and then I will show you just the last kind of parts we do, just to make sure we've ticked off everything for the day. And then I'll cover things that maybe you want to do additionally during the day as well, right? So 307, I think that's right for CC, attack, crit, yeah, cool. That's fine. Again, we've got a rank up from Hawk, so thank you. So it's always good to have like a friend or someone in your Knighthood or something that you know has a good team that can support you, especially if you do a lot of these by yourself. Or like you play at weird times of the day from your friends, or whatever it is. Always having like a CC team that you can just work on, or that you can just use for Hell, makes your life a heck of a lot easier. So we'll get the rank up, go through always rank us up straight away, and then they use that. So what I'll usually do is I'll usually just throw away these two, and then I'm actually going to merge these just for additional space, as well as a little bit more alt gauge. So depending, I think we're going to be okay here in terms of the second phase. Second phase, the bots always kind of screw me up a little bit, just because they usually use that gold finger in the wrong time, so it drops them down below that 10%, and then you just can't kill them unless it's an ult, right? So like I said, most of the time I can get away with just that Amplify card, but I always use the Power Strike card as well, just in case, just to make sure. So what are they going to do? Yeah, there we go. So that's fine. So all I can do here is just use that. And then I'm actually going to throw that away. And I'm going to keep that like that. So I'm just going to do that. Because I want those to merge for the final fight to get the attack-related stats again from Kizune's Holy Relic. Yeah, okay, we're fine. The gold melee card, Lost Fame melee card, always does heaps of damage. So it's always very nice for... so this is like, even if you just get him down, there you go. It's over 1 million damage, right? So even if you just drop him down below his 10% threshold, melee, you can one-shot with that melee card. So shout out to comments on YouTube. I think you guys are the ones that told me that. Cool, so here what I'll do is I will simply throw that out. That'll get the attack-related stats again, and then I'll do that and that. Now, I'm probably going to have to... This won't be a 3-turn, which is a little bit annoying. Again, it depends on cards the AI get. Depends on the cards the AI use. Depends on the cards I use, I get, etc, etc. But this is why I also like bringing Kizune, because even if you don't do it in 3 turns, you'll still have the ability to get the rank up there, or get the level 3 stats and stuff again. So again, 1/6, it's not that impressive. But we got another melee card here as well. So I'll hit that, I'll hit that, I'll hit that. And that'll put us in a slightly better spot. As long as I don't kill my melee, which I'm sure will be okay. Hopefully, there you go, there's the rank up, which is nice. Crit me again. Oh wow, I expected the crit. So this is where I've got to hit them with that. And then I think I just can do that, and that should be enough. Because we're also going to have the damage dealt increase from Diane. Obviously, Summon Diane is just completely goated for this activity. So I hope you guys grabbed all the free copies and all the different ones we've had. She was pretty exclusive for a while, but she's become a lot easier for everyone to utilize. Cool, there's the rank up. And there's the final. That's the damage cap for this part. Cool. So that is all of the phases and stuff, and boss phases, all the boss battles, and all the usual dailies and stuff done. So what I'll then like to do is obviously you've got to claim all your hard work. Wait for that all to do its thing, and then I'll usually come over. I'll usually check. Actually, I'll come back to that. Usually I come here first, and then I'll have a quick look at what I've got left to do in the festival. So this is obviously just opening this up. And then I'll literally just actually work my way down here. So I'm finished the bingo event. Cool, don't need to worry about that. I think I've finished final boss. Yeah, I've maxed out his whole shop, so I'm like, cool, don't need to worry about that. But that's obviously something I would work on if I needed to next. Lucky raffle drum's done all the moments we remember in the Fort Solgres. Chapter clear, all this stuff, and I've done the Basel 5 boosting. So I'd work my way down this as well, just to make sure I've ticked off everything in here. And then I'd come to Hawk, grab all my daily pass stuff. And then next I'll start to slowly work my way through the weekly missions stuff. So it looks like I still need one more. So I've only got this one part left. I'll have a quick look, but I think I'm still a little bit short of what I want to be, which is this, which will reset next week. So I'll claim that next week. So now what we've done is we've gone, okay, you know what? New Year's Festival's done. The daily's done. I've done obviously my Demon King battle for this week. You could farm it if you wanted to. Like if you're still working through farming this, you could obviously get stuck back into this. And then I'll do a final kind of rinse of the inventory. Again, most people don't do this because they're not as OCD as I am. But this kind of cleanses my soul having all this stuff done. Usually I will potentially just run over to King, and I'll show you that in a second actually. So I usually sometimes open this, sometimes I'll jump back to the tavern and I will run over to King and exchange materials, and I'll transfer all those into a little awakening star. So I'll literally just throw them all here, so close to the next one, and that gets rid of all those. Now sometimes I do obviously the salvaging. Usually I save this for when there's actually an event that you need to be salvaging on, but I usually have a rule of thumb where I have 2 of everything, just in case I need to gear people that way, apart from HP, which I'll have 4 of everything, because HP defense is just the way to gear. I probably don't need as much anymore, just because all my guys all have gear now, but that was the way I kind of started off doing it from there. Like I said before, wrong one. If you've got like time limit dungeon keys, this is the time to be doing those, right? If you've got anything else in your inventory that you need to do, like maybe training grotto keys, that's when you do that. Reverse stages, hero arena, demonic beast battles, anything like that for farming or anything along those lines. That's kind of when I start to do those things. But now what I've done is I've done all my dailies, I've checked in with everything, I've got everything I can up to date, I've cleared all my inventory out. Sometimes, I'll come to my units and have a quick look, and then I'll have a look at like how many SA coins and stuff I've got. I don't have a lot, and I'm saving for what I'm probably going to need for the next couple of units. There's nothing I drastically want to do. When I get to a point where I have a surplus of these, I'll use a few on just random units that have like high dupe levels and stuff, just to increase my overall box CC. I think I'm about to get 100 tomorrow, so I'll probably use that at some point then. Or I'll like find it for a team, right? So recently I've been investing in the fairy team. I leveled Jelly King all the way up, and I've leveled Glocks all the way up for obviously the LR that's coming. Unfortunately, I'm still missing Green Elaine, which is really hurting me, but I'm slowly working towards that. So that's kind of how I go about my day, guys. That's about 25 minutes worth of stuff, so it doesn't really take that long at all. If you just play 25 minutes a day, again, I'll quickly claim this stuff. We don't like red explanation points, so again, if you know how to get rid of the red one over Knighthood, I'm all ears. Let me know down in the comments. But otherwise, I hope that helps. There's a few other things you can probably do if you wanted to. Like you could go around to the different chapters, and you could, buy pieces of equipment to awaken people. You could buy more food, right? So sometimes I'll go and buy food if I'm getting low on food, or I don't have a lot of food. An easy way to check that is, I think if you just go here, yeah, you just sit down over here, and it'll show you what you've got auto eat and like 20 of each. So I'm fine with that. Probably I could get away with getting some more, but it's okay at the moment. So yeah, depending on how much time I've got and how much I can be bothered, I'll go grab a whole bunch of food as well. And then obviously, if you need to, you can set your game onto gold farming or potion farming or whatever it is you need for the next units. So yeah, that's the daily grind, fam. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Let me know if there's anything different you guys do down in the comments below. I hope that helps, and as always, I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.